So here's the thing that nobody tells you about New Year's resolution. You might be setting goals that are literally keeping you from receiving more than what you asked for. And I need to explain this a little bit because I see so many people doing it wrong. So let me paint you a picture. It is January. And you write down, I will lose exactly 20 pounds by June. Very specific. It's giving measurable. It's giving reasonable. And everyone says that those are the three things that make a goal reasonable, right? But here's what actually happens. In March, let's say you get invited to a hiking group. And you're so deep in your meal prep and your gym routine that you're like, hiking? No, it's almost time for me to reach my goal, right? But what you don't see is like that hiking group might have been the space where you met your future business partner or your best friend or your love for outdoor photography where you could have changed the course of your career forever. Or maybe you do lose the 20 pounds. You hit your goal and then what? Nothing changes. You thought losing weight would make you feel more confident, like it would open some doors for you, but you're the same person. You're just smaller. Because the real thing that you needed wasn't weight loss. It was learning to move your body in ways that brought you joy. It was healing your relationship with food. It was building discipline that would carry into every sector of your life. You see what I mean? Like you got what you asked for, but you missed what you actually needed. So I want to introduce you to a different way of thinking about resolutions. I call it directional instead of destinational goal setting. A destination goal is like, I will make $100,000 this year. It's a very specific endpoint. Either you hit it or you don't. And even if you hit $98,000, didn't quite meet that goal, right? Even if you would have had the best year of your life, even though you might have learned skills that would have gotten you way more than that additional $2,000. A directional goal sounds like this. I am moving toward financial abundance, and I'm learning how to create value in the world. Now that might sound less concrete, but watch what it does. It points you in a direction, but leaves you open to opportunities. The opportunities that you couldn't have predicted. Maybe you hit six figures. Maybe you make $75,000, but it leads you to a mentor who teaches you how to make $250,000 the next year. Or maybe you start a side project that doesn't make much money right now, but it positions you perfectly for an industry shift that you don't see coming. It's not about being vague, it's about being available. So let me give you some real examples on how to reframe this. Instead of, I will get promoted to manager by December, try, I'm developing leadership skills and looking for opportunities to add value. Because that first one, if that promotion doesn't hit, there could be a hiring freeze, right? Maybe your boss leaves and everything gets reorganized. You're going to feel like a failure. But the second one, you're building capacity. Maybe you do get that promotion. Maybe someone at a different company notices your leadership. Maybe they offer you a role that's 2 levels higher than the manager role you wanted. Or maybe you realize that management isn't even what you want. Here's another one. Instead of, I will go on 4 dates a month, try, I am open to creating meaningful connections. Because here's the thing, when you're focused on hitting that number, you're focused on hitting the goal as opposed to the purpose of the date. You want quality. Because maybe you only go on 1 date and it's somebody incredible. Or maybe you don't date anybody. Maybe you deepen your friendships. And then one of them introduces you to a person 6 months from now. Or maybe you spend time working on yourself and becoming someone that's even dateable. Here's another one. I will write a novel this year. How about reframing this to, I'm committed to a regular creative practice? Because with the first one, if life happens, right? If you get sick or derailed or something happens where you cannot complete this novel, you're setting yourself up to fail. But with the second one, you showed up. You built the habit. You proved to yourself that you're a person who creates. And maybe what you create turns into something even better than the novel. It's an essay, it's a script, it's a blog series. The point is, we don't always know exactly what's best for us. And I know that that's weird to hear, but we think we do. We think we know exactly what would make us happy, what would fix our life, and what would bring us joy. But think about it. How many times have you looked back and desperately wanted and groveled to have something that turned out to not be what you needed at all? And it was not getting things that was the best thing. Relationships that don't work, jobs that rejected you, failures that were actually wins. I love those. When you get really rigid in your goal setting, you're literally telling the universe that you know better. And you sort of close yourself off. It's like it's this or nothing. But if you approach it differently, I'm moving in this direction, I'm building these qualities, I'm developing these skills, and I'm staying open to whatever unfolds. That's not being wishy-washy, that's being wise. Because you're understanding that you're not planting seeds, you are manufacturing outcomes. Let the universe show you how good it can get, how much abundance you can have, how much joy you can receive. Don't limit yourself, not this year. All right, go.